Now, I do know that some actually do like it, Dinobot's Beast mode. I actually think that it's actually really awesome. But from my perspective, it's actually fucking ugly and quite disappointing considering, well, Kingdom was supposed to, their goal is actually supposed to make realistic and accurate beast modes. And considering this has two biggest teeth and awful front, no teeth at front, too scaly and being more of a Jurassic Park ripoff, and broken wrists that are fucking ugly, that everyone can agree they also hate those broken wrists. So, what did I do? I recreated him. So instead of this big ass teeth, he has now, well, pretty much proportionate lips that every dinosaur have. Well, some. No, except for the Spinosaurus, like a Spinosaurus. But this one doesn't seem like a teeth, but I did modify it so he's, some lower teeth like the Jurassic Park Mattel toys. Like Blue here. Has some teeth here. Make it close. A little bit, but she does have some pretty proportionate lips. She looks like growling, but she does have lips if you close it too much. So yeah. And before you ask, this is how it should have been, and more realistic and accurate. So what do you prefer? More scaly or actually, well, realistic and accurate? And for my pretty much say for the Kingdom's purpose, this should have been. But I did modify the arms to be more clappy hats because all the raptors and all dinosaurs have these clap proportions instead of just being more broken. Remember, Jurassic Park dinosaurs are hybrid clones, so they are not 100%, plus their genes are not pure, like Dr. Wu did mentioned in Jurassic World, if you are really aware of it. But I do like the rounded pupils, so I still remain on it. So, in robot mode, you still can have this arm, just shove it in the robot mode. But you can also, well, detach them to have more, well, if you would like it. But personally, if I want my Dinobot, the wings would be more like this. I mean, it would be an option if it has more of this. If you put more creativity with it, these can be like weapons, like hidden blades inside the feathers. And I also have planned to make more feathered on the outer layers. May do it on the future, but now I kinda like it. It's now a 6 than a 3. Don't judge me, this would be a 2 or 3 out of 10. Due to how ugly it is and more of a Jurassic Park ripoff. But here with more, and also I did also cover up the tail tip with these feathers. So yeah, comment down below what you think about the Dinobot's new Utahraptor mode. And yes, I call it Utahraptor because Velociraptor's snouts are more thin. But yeah, I still am calling Dinobot's the Beast mode a Utahraptor because they are pretty big. Oh yeah, beforehand, also did modify Megatron's hands to be also more clapping, which I just did cut a little bit and then super glue it and boom, proportionate, and also gave him pupils. As for the lips, I'm just gonna rename it. Still proud of how I did these two. If you want me to review them, yes man, just tell me if you want. But I will explain more of my personal feelings to these figures. So, that's just a little bit short review, full review. maybe in the future when I decided. And maybe update the Dinobot's Beast mode. Until then, pretty rad. And oh yeah, also painted his sword silver chrome because his sword wasn't literally silver chrome. Don't at me.